Greetings, everyone. Mama Goddess here, and welcome back to my channel. This is Mama Goddess's Space. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual journey. This message is for the sign of Gemini. So, if you have Gemini anywhere in your natal chart, this message is for you. All right, Gemini, let's see what Spirit has for you. All right, we have the free man card starting you off with the strength card. This seems like this is a continuation, Gemini, of your reading from last week about you walking away from some things and making the decision to do so, but also about having the strength to do so. Okay, you have this card that says free man. This free man is all about starting a new journey, starting something new in their lives, beginning a new cycle, and things of that nature. And this is what Spirit wants for you in this time. But you also have this card that says courting. So this is about making the decision. It's either taking the red pill or the blue pill. It's either going left or going right. All about decision making, Gemini. And this is what Spirit wants for you to make a decision. Make a decision that's going to be healthy for you and having the strength to do so. Because I feel like a lot of times for you, Gemini, when it's time for you to make that decision to actually leave or to walk away or choose you, there's a sense of, I don't know though. There's still something about this that makes me want to stay, and then you lose all your nerve, you lose all of the strength once you have to confront this situation. um, you're like, I don't know, because of this reason and that reason. But even with that too, Gemini, you don't mind starting over, but it's almost like you need permission, so to speak, to say, all right, I'm out, instead of just making the choice for yourself, for and by yourself. You're leaving it up to chance or leaving it up to the other person to help you make the decision. Because for you, it's like, well, I just didn't want to just leave just off the strength that I need to leave. But you're like, no, I need to let them know that you're the reason why I'm leaving. You're the reason why I have to make this choice. You're the reason why I have to chuck the deuces, which that may be the case, but you already know what's going on. You don't have to have more validation to know what's best for you and to know what you need to choose for you. Okay, Gemini? You also have this card that says Hangman here. Um, this card is all about it's all about being content where you are, but I feel like you, with this card here, what it's telling me is that you have fallen into a place of complacency, where you just have been letting things happen in your life instead of making the choices for you. You've been making a lot of choices for other people because of other people. Maybe part of you has been people pleasing. You have been letting certain things happen in your life because you don't want to ruffle any feathers or whatever the case may be, and you don't want to change them up because you don't want to hurt their feelings or whatever the case may be. But in this time, Spirit is telling you to choose you. It's time to choose you, okay? What other messages do you have for Gemini? You have the Three of Sticks. Three represents group, growth, and community. Sticks represents power and authority. Maybe for some of you, it hasn't been okay in your family life, okay? Certain situations have been happening, arguments have been happening here for you, and you have been just going along to get along, but a lot of you are just drained of this. Okay, it's time to again pick up the pieces, find your healing, and walk away. It's time for you to find your healing, Gemini. All right. What other messages do you have for Gemini? It's time to move it along. You've seen what you needed to see. You've got the lessons that you needed to learn from this. I hope that you've learned your lesson from this, because it's not just being in this relationship. It's also about repeated patterns for you, Gemini. Okay, it's been about what I said. Karma. This thing's happening to you over and over and over again. I'm going to read that card because I literally shuffled. I literally shuffled, and that was a card that had came out for you. Okay, like I said, with this fears card, which goes with this Gullah Jack card, you have been just complacent and maybe even frozen in fear of change. Although you accept change, you don't like it. You like for things to continuously be the same over and over again. But again, this is what has been letting you be complacent because you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again with this karma card. Okay, let me read that. Number 16 may be significant to you. Let's see what it says for you. All right, here we go. What your spirit guides have to say. You are in an energy in which you are inviting to build something important, to find new independence and freedom. You have been receiving many signs about this for years. You had an idea when you were young. It was a deep desire or project. You may have even talked about it to someone all the time. But then, as time went by, this idea faded away. You became conditioned towards what you thought was best for you or what others expected of you. Today, you may be reminded about the memories from the past. You may come across childhood photos or old documents as if by accident. Conversations with family members may reconnect you to old memories. We are sending you these signs so you may remember your old desires and your need to create. They may help you have confidence in yourself and be daring. Turn your dreams into reality. The statement is the statement is too good to be true just isn't true. You are capable of giving yourself you are capable of giving your best if you want it. And I feel like with this too, Gemini, what I'm getting from that is you haven't always felt like you deserve a good life. You've always just been accepting less because that's what you feel you deserve. And this is why you stay in relationships that don't work because you feel like this is it for me. This is my life. This is what I deserve because you haven't been used to getting the things that you want. You haven't been used to getting the things that you need. You've just been settling for the sake of having. And that's not a healthy space to be in. It's time now for you to grow into the things that you want to do. It's time for you to grow in that confidence in yourself. Again, yeah, with this fears card, you've been frozen in fear of wanting better. I feel like for you too, when it comes to your childhood memories, it was never always encouraged for you to do something different, to be an independent thinker, to go after your dreams. You've always been doing what's been expected of you. And when that expectation from others isn't met, then you're feeling bad because you're not doing what they want you to do. But now, Gemini, it's time for you to choose. It's time for you to have confidence in yourself. It's time for you to, even if you are afraid, it's time for you to do it afraid. It's time for you to step out on faith. It's time for you to step out on faith, Gemini. This relationship that you have been in is here to teach you a lesson. It's here to show you, and this is what this mirror effect is about. So don't be surprised if you're seeing a lot of repeated numbers, like mirror numbers. The mirror numbers are like 12, 12, 13, 13, 11, 11, 10, 10, 11, 1, 11, and stuff like that, 36, 36. Don't be surprised if you start seeing repeated patterns like that, okay? Repeated numbers like that. Because again, this energy is here to show you. This relationship was here to show you and the things that you needed to work on in your life. This relationship was never supposed to be something that was forever for you. This relationship is show you that the way you've been choosing people in your life, the way you've been choosing to have different relationships in your life. Even for some of you, I don't feel like this is a work situation, but it can go into work of things of that nature. But it's been more so for you to see you and what you deserve in this lifetime. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a life of peace. You deserve to live a life of ease if you want it. If you want it. And I believe you do. You come to a space where you're saying, enough is enough. I'm done with this. This isn't good. This isn't healthy for me. It's time for me to move on. And it's right. But I feel like you come to that space in your life often where you feel like this can't be life, I have to do something different, and you slip back into your old ways, you slip back into your old patterns, and it's time now to change that. And I feel like you're ready now. You're ready to start taking accountability for your choices. You're ready to start growing. You're ready to stop. You're ready to start healing in this time. Literally said this, Scorpio. I embrace transformation. It's time to change. And this is what Scorpio is all about. Its ruling planet is Pluto. And Pluto is all about reconstruction, deconstruction, transformation, and all of the things. And this is what Spirit wants for your life. And I feel like, Gemini, that you're going to go through a complete transformation where you're not going to accept less anymore. You're going to go out and get what you deserve. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, Gemini, at the bottom of the deck, literally says Gemini. I take time to slow down and listen. And while you're taking time to slow down and listen to what your body feels. Listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to what your heart feels. Listen to what your spirit is saying to yourself. Listen out for those things. In your time of meditation, while you're talking to yourself, knowing what it is that you do and do not deserve, these are one of the things that you do not deserve. You do not deserve a life of stress. You deserve a life of peace. And you just have to want that for yourself. So take time to listen in your time of meditation, okay? With this first quarter moon, it says, I take action towards my dreams. As long as you're in this relationship, you're never going to go after the things that you want. You're always going to be complacent, waiting for somebody else to make their move so you can make your move. But as long as you wait for them to change, you'll never change. As long as you wait for them to make the first move, you'll never make the first move. So now it's time for you to take things under control, to take control of your life, and be in control of your free will. Connect to your free will, Gemini. Connect to your free will, because you're allowed to. Have a card that says Taurus. I cultivate and nourish my self-worth. You're worthy. You're deserving. You have to tell yourself, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have a life of ease. I deserve to have a life of peace. You're worthy of that, Gemini, and I want you to be encouraged in that, okay? You're deserving of having the life you want, the lifestyle that you want, the lifestyle that you've always imagined when you were growing up. You're deserving of that, okay? There's nothing in this lifetime that you can't have. That's why you have this card that says, overcome your fears. Overcome your fears. There's nothing to be afraid of. Moving forward, and when you get into new relationships, set boundaries. Even in this current relationship, Gemini, set boundaries for what it is you want. And if those boundaries are crossed, that means this person is not respecting you or your boundaries. And they're not disrespecting you. They're not going to respect anything else that you got going on. Okay, Gemini? You're deserving. You're worthy of having the type of life that you want. Last card says, remember your worth. I say this to y'all all the time. You're worthy. You're worth it. You have to know that and then believe that for yourself. All right? That is your reading, Gemini. Best of luck to you. I hope to see you soon. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how you're feeling in the comment sections. I want to hear all about it. All right? If you haven't heard it today, know that I love you. You are loved. You are worthy. And you are worth it, Gemini. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell button so you are notified each and every time I upload a new video. Until then, take care, Gemini. Peace.